name is Vasilios Zoupounidis. I live in Sweden. I'm from Greece originally. I'm a businessman. I run a company with 6 branches in Sweden, a telecommunications sales company. 2011 I received an award, an entrepreneurial award from His Majesty the King of Sweden. But it wasn't always like that. As I said, I was born in Greece. And I remember this story that my mother always told me, that we were the poorest family in the village. She always said that, I remember. And this was back in the 60s. And in a small village in Greece, my parents were farmers, but without a farm, actually. So my dad needed to get, day jobs to make a living. And we were actually so poor that once my father seriously was thinking about giving me away to a family that had money, because it was this issue of putting food on the table, right? To be allergic. When spring came, I wasn't able to play outside as a child because of my allergy. And later I also developed back pain and problems with the stomach because of stress and things like that. And all those things disappeared with practicing Falun Gong, actually. Didn't even take a month, I think. Yeah. Well, I became very much more relaxed than I was before. When that happened, me and my wife, we started thinking, how come, they ban and persecute, a meditation discipline? This is crazy, right? It's like, banning yoga in India. I mean, who would think of that, right? But we realized, very soon that China is actually governed and run by the Chinese Communist Party. And that is the problem. So the problem was not Falun Gong, but it was the Chinese Communist Party, who has a history of persecuting its own people and faiths and religion and whatever. Okay, how to make this persecution stop? Well, the best thing would be that it stops from inside, right? I mean, it won't stop by war or something like that, but it will stop by, Chinese people themselves realizing that they have, been duped by the party, right? One very funny story was actually once that I got a phone call in August, I think it was, from the phone service company. So they they said to me, hey, we think that your modems have been hijacked, because back then there was this thing with criminals hijacking modems and calling long distant calls, and so very expensive. So I said, how come? Why? He said, because you had 152,000 phone calls to China in July. Having this background, coming from a poor family, being an immigrant family, you get this drive to work hard and make money and start a company. So I did work very hard, and I still work very hard, and working 24 hours a day. Of course, that's not very healthy, maybe, right? So I can tell you that it was my lucky chance to start practicing Falun Gong, because if I didn't do that, I don't think I would even live today, actually, because I was that kind of a person that had a lot of drive and stress and fighting and working hard and not being able to relax or sit down even. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very grateful for Falun Gong for making me be a more relaxed person and still being able to work a lot.